Rafael Ferper is an urban explorer from Brazil who runs a YouTube channel dedicated to investigating abandoned places. He's explored countless haunted locations and records everything he encounters, but after one particular exploration of an abandoned house, Rafael started to believe something followed him home. Convinced a ghost had attached itself to him, he installed a security camera in his home, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal activity. One night, when no one is home, the camera records something that leaves him convinced he's dealing with something supernatural. The fridge door suddenly swings open, all on its own. Then the gas hob turns on and a chair slides across the floor as if pushed by something we can't see. But scariest of all, something that sort of resembles a figure moves quickly across the room. Raphael believes he's captured real ghost footage, evidence of a poltergeist haunting his home. He thinks a spirit followed him back from the abandoned house and now is playing tricks on him. In Abington, Massachusetts, there's a home that is reported to be extremely haunted. Known as the House of Hurt and Pain, is hundreds of years old, dating back to at least the 1800s, and is currently owned by Steve Payne. The property is supposedly so haunted, Steve even started offering tours and overnight stays for paranormal enthusiasts and ghost hunters. Guests who have stayed there report hearing voices, seeing shadow figures, and experiencing unexplained cold spots around the house. Recently, Steve invited Austin, Alan, and Corey from the YouTube channel Soul Seekers Paranormal NE to conduct a full investigation. They brought along a few friends with them to help, including Matt and Lisa, and set up equipment throughout the house. The following footage is what they captured during that investigation.
A couple weeks ago, I filmed a podcast and I was sitting in the chair.
Wow. That's a grab.
Not long into their visit, as Steve is showing the team around, he mentions one of the ghosts who he claims haunts the house, a woman named Dorothy. Then, a REM pod that the team brought with them immediately starts going off. For those of you who don't know, a REM pod is a popular tool for paranormal investigators which detects shifts in the electromagnetic field supposedly caused by ghosts and other entities. Many viewers commented that when the pod starts going off, it's almost as if Dorothy is trying to communicate, and what happens next is even more surprising. Shortly after the REM pod goes off, a static camera captures something strange in one of the bedrooms upstairs.
We wanted to talk to you, but you didn't seem to be around as much as we would like.
A white orb-like shape can be seen moving around in the room. Orbs are often thought by ghost hunters to be a sign of paranormal activity, but the Soul Seekers caught a lot more than just orbs on camera. Then, later on in their investigation, they captured this.
I think he remembers.
The Batman's here.
I think he remembers.
The goosebumps I have.
Yeah, dude, my Like, I have goosebumps all over, like my face, everywhere.
The team also brought a spirit talker, a device that is said to help ghosts communicate with the living, and it suddenly activates, saying the bad man's here. Earlier in the investigation, Steve, the owner of the house, told the Soul Seekers team about another ghost that he claims haunts the property, a woman named Greta. According to him, Greta is friendly, but is terrified of a mysterious male entity that haunts the upstairs of the house. Could she be referring to him? And does it have anything to do with the orb the static camera recorded? After this, the team decides to investigate the second floor. They set up a thermal imaging camera and point it at their friend Matt to show the difference between his body temperature and the chilly surroundings. And this is where things get really spooky.
So, Matt, so next to you, to your left, that wall, it is dramatically getting darker, meaning it's dramatically getting colder next to you.
To my left?
To your left. I'm not sure if you feel anything or not.
I don't, but that's where all the oracle boards are.
Oh, is it? Oh, jeez.
As Corey records, the wall next to Matt suddenly shows a rapid temperature drop. The thermal camera displays it turning dark blue, indicating something ice cold is forming right beside him. Then something even more horrifying happens.
Like directly in front of Matt's left, like where that picture is on the wall. It was directly to Matt's left.
Right here?
Yes, that wall right there.
Whoa.
You didn't move.
Whoa.
What?
I got a hand coming from the bedroom Corey's in.
Still filming Matt with the thermal camera, Corey captures something moving towards him from the open doorway. Corey says it looks like a hand and that it seems to be reaching towards Matt. And what's even creepier is that it shows no temperature reading at all, meaning it's not a living person or even a physical object. But that's not even the weirdest thing that team catches on camera that night.
That's keeping you stuck in this house? That's keeping you stuck in this house?
As Corey keeps his eyes on the thermal camera, something dark moves behind him. It appears to be a shadow of something we can't see, and it darts down the wall incredibly quickly. The Soul Seekers paranormal team says they can't explain what happened that night, but that this was one of the scariest locations they had ever investigated. A TikTok user who collects vintage items regularly posts about his latest finds. He visits estate sales every weekend, looking for rare collectibles to resell online. It's become a profitable side hustle, and his followers love seeing what he digs up. Last month, he attended an estate sale at a house that was being cleared out after the owner passed away. The family wanted everything gone, pricing items dirt cheap just to empty the place. He loaded up on some interesting things: old frames, vintage decorations, things he knew he could flip. Back home, his family takes a few quick photos showing off what he bought. One of the photos was captured unexpectedly in the moment. Here's that photo. Looks pretty normal, right? Wrong. If we brighten the photo and zoom in just a bit, the face of someone or something can be seen between two of the man's items. A face that he does not recognize. And well, whatever it is, probably isn't friendly. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. What the f*** is it? This next clip was captured by a CCTV camera on a quiet residential street. The camera had been installed by a homeowner to monitor their property. Something dark is caught on camera. Whatever it is, looks as if it's moving down the road outside the man's property. Now, according to local legend, the town is said to be haunted by a mysterious dark entity that only appears when someone is about to pass away. And the night this footage was recorded, the original uploader claims their neighbour suddenly passed away. Is this a coincidence or something far more sinister? On January the 24th, 2025, a man from Villahermosa, Mexico, uploaded footage to the internet that has left viewers puzzled. He claims that late one night, he captured something impossible on his home security camera. In the clip you're about to see, the man shows his security footage explaining that he has caught an alien on camera. Here's what he caught.
Vean. Vean la cámara sale y entra el infrarrojo. Vean eso, pero ustedes ahorita ven la luz, se ve muy rara, vean ahí. Ahorita les voy a mostrar a ustedes. Eso que se ve ahí es una esfera. Yo ahorita la estaba viendo, es una esfera. Pero ahorita les voy a mostrar quién trae en la mano esa esfera. Vean ustedes y vean cómo se desaparece. Vean lo que hacen. Vean lo que hacen. Vean lo que hacen y vean, se van y vean lo que se ve. Es increíble. Viene lo más bueno. Viene lo bueno, mi gente, vean. Vean lo que está ahí. Vean esto que está aquí es un ojo y acá está el otro ojo. Vean, un ojo y el otro ojo. Vean eso. Vean esto que está aquí. Estos son los ojos. Ahora vean. Vean eso. ¿Lo ven? ¿Lo ven? Vean eso. Yo he estado viéndolo detenidamente y lo veo y no lo puedo creer. Vean eso. Ahora vean. Vean, ahí mueve la cabeza hacia abajo, vean. Vean.
The night vision camera shows an orb of light suddenly appearing in the man's home. Then, from the light, something emerges. With a large head and big black eyes, it looks disturbingly similar to what many describe as a grey alien. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, it disappears. The man says he captured genuine evidence of an extraterrestrial being that night, and viewers, well, most of them believe him, but others aren't so sure what to think. Some suggest it could just be a glitch in the infrared camera creating a pareidolia effect, but the man insists what he captured is real. One afternoon, a young woman decides to go for a walk in the woods in an area she's not familiar with. As she's walking, she notices something on the ground that stops her in her tracks. Little did she know that this was the start of something incredibly creepy.
It's creepy as out here, I'm not gonna lie. I really... Hold on. Why is there a camera in the woods? Oh, is that covered in blood? You're not gonna believe this. I just found a camera out here with something that looks like it could be blood on it. I have no idea, but I think there's still some battery on it, so there could be some footage on here.
The woman comes across an old video camera lying abandoned on the forest floor. She uses a nearby stick to pick it up, but then she throws it back down when she realizes there's something red on it. Then it occurs to her that there might still be footage on it. Curiosity gets the better of her, and when she checks the camera, she finds a single video file. The footage shows someone recording in the woods, exactly where the woman is standing. At first, the footage looks normal, but then something like a shadow disappears behind a tree. Creeped out, the woman creates a social media account to upload the footage. She hopes to get some advice from viewers online, but then the account goes quiet. Months go by without any further updates, until one night, the woman suddenly uploads this clip.
It's been months. It's been months and I haven't been able to tell anyone. I haven't been able to post anything since I found those videos. Weird things have been happening to me and I don't know what's going on. I'm so scared. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
The woman tearfully explains that ever since she found the camera and watched the footage, quote, weird things have been happening, but then the video takes a concerning turn. The woman suddenly freezes, as if she heard something. The video ends abruptly, and the account goes quiet for several more days. Eventually, the woman posts another update.
I keep having nightmares since I saw the first video. I close my eyes and I still see that shadow. And it haunts me. And just when I think I can get away and I open my eyes, it's there in my bedroom, right in front of me on my bed. Please help me.
The woman is in tears again. She explains that she's been having nightmares about the shadow on the video camera footage. It's making her feel like she's going crazy. She even begs her viewers for help, but her ordeal is about to get much worse.
It's the middle of the night and I just got woke up again. It's coming for me. It's in my house. The noises are coming from the kitchen. Listen. That's the noise that wakes me up every night. It gets me. It wakes me up in my dreams. It wakes me up from my sleep. You see that? There's a shadow in the corner of the kitchen. I know I'm not seeing things. I know I'm not. I know you guys saw that.
By this point, viewers were hooked. Many theorized that the shadow entity from the woods followed her home, and over the next few days, the creepy activity grows more intense.
What is that? What is that in the corner? Do you guys hear that noise? It's been like this all night. I can't make it stop. And when I get up and check the door, there's no one there. Oh my god, I'm fucking terrified. Go away. Go away. I can't make it stop. stop. I don't want to make them go away.
Viewers warn her that many paranormal entities feed off fear, and the more terrified she becomes, the more powerful it grows. Then, in her latest updates, things have taken an even darker turn.
Ever since I started making these videos, the entity, it's been changing, been morphing into different things, scaring me in different ways. At first I thought it was all in my head, but it's changed into shadows, into different people, into voices, and it's just completely taking over my life. Like, I see no way out of this at all. I don't know what to do anymore. It's back again. It's back again tonight. Who is it? What do you want?
She claims the shadow entity has started changing its shape, taking the form of different people, and even speaking to her in different voices. The knocking also returns, and this time, when she calls out to it, the door slowly creaks open. But when she checks, there's nothing there. In the woman's most recent update, things get even creepier.
I was just walking out of my apartment, and look. You see that? You see that shadow? It's following me.
Hovering above the vehicle, something can be seen. Viewers were spooked by these clips uploaded to TikTok, with many wondering just what the f is going on. Did the young woman unleash something when she found that video camera in the woods? And if so, what happened to the person who was recording that original footage? For now, all we can do is wait for her next update. Darkchar believes she is being haunted by something malevolent. In a previous episode we featured, Rosanna captured something dark and incredibly sinister on camera, and since then, her situation has only gotten worse. In the clip you're about to see, Rosanna is in bed trying to get some rest, and that's when something creepy happens.
Deux mains sous l'abri du Très-Haut repose à l'abri du Tout-Puissant. Je dis à l'Éternel, mon refuge et ma forteresse, mon Dieu en qui je me confie.
The dark fog moves closer, creeping towards her. Terrified, she quickly turns on the lights to see what's happening, but the moment the room illuminates, the mist vanishes completely, as if it was never there. A few nights later, Rosanna starts hearing strange sounds coming from her apartment door, scratching and banging, as if something is trying to force its way inside.
Arrêtez! Arrêtez! Vous voulez quoi? Arrêtez! Parlez!
The sounds continue for hours, growing more aggressive. Finally, Rosanna decides to confront whatever is making the sounds. She approaches the door, her camera recording. The door handle is moving violently. It's shaking, as if someone or something is desperately trying to get in. Rosanna opens the door to see who's there, and captures this.
Je n'en peux plus. Je n'en peux plus. Bon allez, j'appelle les flics. 4 heures du matin. dans le noir. Elle est dans le noir. Je vais péter un câble. Je vais péter un câble. C'est quoi ces yeux? C'est pas ces yeux. Non.
The pale face of an elderly woman with dark, hollow eyes can be seen staring directly at Rosanna. Rosanna immediately slams the door shut, her voice shaking with fear. She says the ghostly manifestations have been intensifying, becoming more frequent and more aggressive, and with no way to leave, and she can't afford to move, she's forced to endure whatever is haunting her apartment. Some viewers believe whatever this is feeding off her fear, growing stronger the longer she stays. Rosanna continues to document the activity, hoping that someone will believe her, or perhaps help her. But for now, she remains trapped in an apartment with something that clearly isn't friendly. A Reddit user who goes by the username What Amy Said shared the following footage. It's late at night and the two are recording a casual video, just chatting and venting about rising costs and everyday frustrations. The area they're walking through is known locally for paranormal activity, with reports of ghostly figures appearing along the roadside after dark. But Amy isn't thinking about any of that. She's just focusing on recording with her friend. That is, until something appears that makes her stop mid-sentence.
Oh yay, I can make the same amount of money I made when I was out of high school, you know? Looks like there was a fucking figure just standing right there. That's so crazy. I think it was my own shadow. That happens way too often.
A dark, shadowy figure can be seen standing partially in the bushes beside the road. It's visible for just a few seconds, then it vanishes completely, as if it was never there. Amy immediately posted the clip to Reddit, where it quickly went viral, but Redditors were divided on what exactly Amy captured that night. Some believe it's simply the shadow of her friend, distorted by the headlights of a passing car, but others point out that the shape looks too defined, too deliberate, and the way it disappears doesn't match how a normal shadow would behave. Given the area's reputations for hauntings, many believe Amy encountered something paranormal that night, something that was watching them from the darkness and vanished the moment it was noticed. A photo shared to Reddit's Are Ghosts subreddit has sparked some pretty serious debate. According to the OP, the picture was taken at their brother-in-law's restaurant by a friend. The friend snapped the photo casually, but when they looked at it later, they discovered something deeply unsettling. The restaurant apparently has a history of strange paranormal phenomena, so when they saw what was in the image, they weren't entirely surprised. The photo shows the interior of the restaurant with customers seated at tables. So far, it's normal, except for the strange blurry figure among them. The OP asked if this could just be a standard iPhone camera glitch, but everything else in the photo is crystal clear. Only this one figure appears hazy and out of place. Reddit users were quick to weigh in. Some believe the blurry figure is a ghost caught mid-manifestation. Others think it could be motion blur from someone walking by. But if it was just a camera error, why is everything else in the frame perfectly sharp? With the restaurant's history of unexplained activity, many believe the camera captured something that shouldn't be there. A ghost lingering among the living, unnoticed by everyone except the camera. RWB Auctions is an antiques auction house based in Wiltshire, England. The staff have been running the business for years, dealing with vintage furniture, old paintings, and collectibles from decades past. But over time, they've noticed strange things happening in the storeroom. objects moving on their own, unexplained sounds after everyone has gone home, and recently, their security camera captured something that left them genuinely creeped out. It's 2 AM. Long after the staff have locked up and gone home, the storeroom is completely empty, but then a vintage baby pram from the 1950s starts moving all on its own. It slowly rolls across the floor, heading toward the door. The owner is shocked when he reviews the footage the next morning. He immediately goes to check the storeroom and finds something even stranger.
So it finished roughly here at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 meters. And the most perplexing thing for me is that it was left in this position.
It's heavy, isn't it?
It's a vintage, it's a Silver Cross coach-built pram. Heavy, wow, yeah. Not easy to maneuver.
Because somebody, I did read a couple of the comments and somebody had put on their old fishing wire and I brought some to try it, but there's no way you could move that with fishing wire.
The pram is back in its original position, right where it was when the staff locked up that night, before the camera caught it moving. The owner explains that the pram is heavy and not easy to move. So, what moved the vintage pram across the room in the middle of the night? And more importantly, what put it back? Could something from the past be attached to one of the antiques in the store? Maybe to the pram? Let me know in the comments. Sean Does Talks recently received a gift from his wife that sparked a series of disturbing videos. Knowing Sean likes collecting vintage tech, his wife gave him a 1980s CRT monitor. Curious to see how it would work, Sean sets it up as a live camera feed. Paired with a modern video camera, he has them pointed to space in his living room. Sean wants to see both displays at once, but that's when he notices something he can't explain.
But there's my things. Where's my furniture? Now wait, just watch this. This is crazy. How is that possible? There's my furniture. What the actual...
The modern camera shows Sean's fully furnished and decorated living room, while the CRT shows a completely empty version of the same room. Viewers immediately start theorizing. Some think the CRT could be displaying an alternate reality, or perhaps a past version of the same room. Others are skeptical and accuse Sean of faking the whole thing for views, but many viewers have pointed out something even creepier. In the CRT display, Sean appears to be wearing different clothes. The clip goes viral and viewers demand more, so Sean delivers a follow-up.
But where are all my things? Like, none of that stuff is there. So you guys wanted me to go sit on the couch, so let's give you that. And just contacts, brown shirt, blue jeans. You called me out about that as well, so. All right, here we go. Get that situated. And here we go. All right, I'm gonna go check the footage now, so there you go.
As Sean takes a seat on his couch, the image on the CRT flickers. Then, for a second, he turns into something resembling a shadow figure. But things are only about to get creepier.
I'm officially freaking out a little bit. You guys told me to check out some new perspectives, and I found this. You found me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, I am literally starting to freak out, dude. I am starting to freak out. What the fuck was that?
Written across the CRT screen are the words, "You found me." The words aren't visible anywhere in the actual room, only on the monitor. Sean walks back in front of both screens, and that's when things escalate even further. A candle sitting on a nearby table suddenly seems to light itself, then the flame goes out a second later. Then the camera appears to fall over on its own. Viewers are still unsure what to believe. Some think Sean's videos might be part of a new ARG, an alternate reality game, but others think Sean might have tapped into something genuinely paranormal. Either way, these clips are pretty weird.
You found me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Tavo's mother had been experiencing something unsettling for several nights, a shadow appearing outside her upstairs bedroom window. She would see it from inside, a dark shadow on the other side of her curtains, as if someone was standing right outside watching her. But her bedroom is on the second floor. There's no balcony, no ledge, nowhere for a person to physically stand. When she told her family what she'd been seeing, Tavo decided to record the next time it happened, hoping to capture proof. And one evening, the shadow appeared again. From inside the room, a dark shadow is visible through the curtain, the distinct outline of someone or something just outside the glass. Tavo's mother slowly approaches the window and pulls the curtain aside to see what's there. But when she looks out, there's nothing. Confused, she steps back, but the shadow reappears on the curtain, still there, still watching. She pulls the curtain aside again, and once more, nothing is outside the window. People who've seen this video believe this could be a shadow person, an entity known for appearing as a dark silhouette, often only seen indirectly, such as in our peripheral vision, a reflection, or through glass. Others think it might be a spirit trying to get her attention, manifesting in the only way it can, as a shadow against her window. What do you think? This next clip comes from a channel we've featured before. Travel with F is run by an Indonesian man whose friend works as a security guard at an empty warehouse that's being renovated to watch for thieves. The guard has placed security cameras around the warehouse. In a previous clip, the camera captured something deeply unsettling. A face with glowing white eyes is caught on camera. After seeing the footage, the security guard went to check the attic, but there was nothing there, no sign of human habitation, and no evidence that anyone had been inside. Recently, the guard received another movement notification from the camera, and what he saw made his blood run cold.
Kita coba lihat ke atas sebelum atas sebelah sananya. Atas mana? Atas tengah ini?
Bebas. Terserah kalian guys, mau pilih
mana? Yang mana? Tuh kan nggak ada.
Itu bro, stikernya.
Ntar kita coba.
Stiker
Manusia?
Stiker matamu.
Manusia juri. Susulin jangan. Gerak goblok.
The same white-eyed figure can be seen peering down from a storage space near the ceiling, watching from above. The guard is now more convinced than ever that the warehouse is haunted, and whatever is up there, hiding in the attic, well, viewers think it's something paranormal. But what do you think this is? Talwanti519 is a young mom from Florida who usually posts light-hearted content about her daily life, but behind the scenes, she's been dealing with something that's been freaking her out. Her son, who recently turned 1, has been acting strange. He's only just started talking and doesn't say much yet, but Tally keeps hearing him talking in his room when he's supposed to be alone. Every time she checks on him, he goes quiet. At first, she thought it was odd, but figured her son was just playing. She wondered if maybe he had an imaginary friend. But then one day, the baby monitor in his room captures something Tally can't explain. Something moves in the bottom right corner of the screen. Tally says there are no pets and no other children in the house. It's supposed to be just her and her son. So what is this? Is this what her son has been talking to all those times when she thought he was alone? The thought terrifies her, but she can't deny what the baby monitor caught. Whatever it is, it's in her son's room, and he seems to interact with it like it's a friend. A man who works in a mine somewhere in the USA uploaded this next creepy clip. So far, I haven't been able to find the original video, but here's what I have been able to find out from my research. A miner and his crew have recently been hearing some unsettling sounds in the depths of the mine where they work. Sounds they've never heard before. The miners have searched the tunnels many times and never found anything that could explain the noises, until one day the miner is recording a routine work task on his phone when he inadvertently captures something on camera. As the miner records, a small, dark figure can be seen near the entrance to a deeper tunnel. Whatever it is, looks like someone crouching, but when the camera pans back, figure has vanished. After the video was posted online, comments flooded in from people who claim to know what this creepy figure was. Some people think it's a Tommy Knocker. According to mining folklore, Tommy Knockers haunt mine shafts. They are described as small and humanoid, lurking in the shadows of underground tunnels. They're known for tapping and knocking on mine walls, which is how they got their name. Many think they cause collapses, steal tools, and even lure miners into dangerous areas. Several mines around the world are believed to be haunted by these such creatures. Whether or not the miner really caught a Tommy Knocker on camera is up for debate. But if not, just what the fuck is that? A man from the Philippines who lives with his wife and 2 children. Recently, he and his friends had been experimenting with a Ouija board. They thought it would be harmless, just a bit of fun. But then, one night, something happened that left him and his family terrified. While relaxing at home late at night, the man starts hearing noises coming from outside the house. At first, he thinks someone might be trying to break in, so he grabs his phone and goes outside to check.
Giungo na may dire. Pantag tao lang ni patay ng buang lagi.
glass in one of the windows is physically shaking, but there's no one outside. Terrified, he runs back inside, but then the shaking gets even more intense.
Ay, gawas na to. Wait daw. Awa, gawas na to. Awa, bintana na mo. Wait daw. Ang manyang lugar ay. Sabi na, giungok na ka dari. Giungok naman ta ni style. Wala gid lagi. Boss, ano ko? Wag gid. Atay maningin.
Now, all the windows in the house are shaking. He goes outside again, desperately trying to find something that could explain what's happening. But there's nothing. The family is left with no other explanation. They believe he invited a ghost into their home when he messed around with the Ouija board. But what do you think is happening here? Jassi Sandhu, a farmer who lives in rural India, had been losing his cattle from his fields over several weeks. One by one, his cows would disappear during the night, with no signs of struggle or any trace of them. At first, he assumed it was thieves, people stealing his livestock under the cover of darkness. But as time went on, and as his herd grew less and less, he began to hear noises in the distance. Noises that were so harrowing it would make even the bravest of people shiver. And it wasn't his cows. Night after night, the noises would grow louder and louder, and Jassi, determined to catch the cow thief, he set up static night vision cameras around his fields. A few nights later, the motion sensor on one of the night vision cameras triggered, and Jassi heads out to confront whoever or whatever triggered it.
ओए 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 वो क्या चीज़ है सामने सामने की तरफ कोई है.
Some sort of figure can be seen moving slowly towards Jassi, who watches in fear from a distance. But as he gets closer, he sees that it isn't anything he recognizes other than what his grandpa told him. His grandpa, who owned the farm when Jassi was a child, used to tell his family stories about the sighting of a mysterious humanoid figure that would roam the neighbouring farms, but never his. His grandpa's friends used to complain that their livestock would go missing mysteriously without a trace, just like what had been happening to Jassi. Jassi realises that whatever is a few feet away from him must be the same thing his grandpa spoke about. And without a second thought, Jassi gets the heck out of there. After uploading this video to the internet, viewers who saw this clip believe that this is what is known in Indian folklore as a Yeenald Lushi. Sorry if I butchered that. This mythological creature is similar to what many know as a skinwalker. But what do you think Jassi encountered that night? Was it a skinwalker or something else? Let me know. Jules Alexis is a mortician who runs a funeral home with her family. She posts content on social media, answering questions and offering information for people curious about what happens in funeral homes. But in one particular video, recorded late at night inside the funeral home, something unexpected happens.
Hey you guys, we haven't made a video in a little while, so I just wanted to come on and kind of refresh everybody with just a little mortician tip here. I don't know if everybody's aware. Sometimes they're not aware that in order for the clothing to really fit properly, say it's too big, too small, we have to cut the back of the clothing in order to place it on your loved one. So sometimes if families request the favorite shirt back, or their favorite set of whatever they have on, it will be cut. It's very rare, unless the clothing is perfectly fitted to that person, that the director won't have to cut it. I've worked in several funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it... Is anybody here?
No, what is here?
Here.
Time to go.
What?
Time to go.
We're the only ones here. I have to go look.
There's always when you videotape.
Okay, let's go. We're going.
As Alexis is speaking to the camera, a loud noise interrupts her. It sounds like a shout, coming from somewhere inside the building. Her son, standing behind her, confirms there's no one else there. Then they hear a loud bang. Alexis and her son look creeped out, but she later explains that strange things like this happen often at the funeral home. It's gotten to the point where she and her family genuinely believe their funeral home is haunted. So, did Jules Alexis accidentally capture paranormal activity inside her funeral home? Drop a comment and let me know what you think.
I've worked in several funeral homes where they don't cut it, and it...
This next creepy clip in this week's video was uploaded by a Thai TikTok user who goes by the username Matelu4256. Matelu was driving alone late at night along a stretch of road in Thailand that has a dark history. Over the years, this particular section has seen an unusually high number of traffic collisions, many of which have resulted in people tragically passing away. Locals say the road is cursed, that something draws vehicles to crash in that exact same spot. Because of this reputation, Matelu drives cautiously whenever he passes through, keeping his speed down, staying alert. He's heard reports from drivers who swear they saw something in the road moments before losing control. But on this night, he's about to experience firsthand why so many collisions happen here. Matelu's dashcam shows the empty road ahead. Then, without warning, a figure appears in the middle of the road. Matelu reacts instantly, swerving hard, avoiding hitting whatever it is. His heart racing, he regains control of the vehicle and immediately checks his rearview mirror, expecting to see someone standing in the road behind him. But there's nothing there. The road is completely empty. Confused and shaken, he checks his dashcam footage when he gets home, and what he sees makes him doubt whether what he saw was something living or something else entirely. The figure in the recording appears translucent, almost see-through. Many believe Matelu encountered the spirit of someone who tragically passed away on that cursed stretch of road, perhaps appearing to warn drivers, or maybe trying to cause another accident. Some think the figure is responsible for the collisions, manifesting suddenly to startle drivers and causing them to lose control. Matelu says he now understands why so many accidents happen in that exact location. This final clip shows a young man casually playing with a football showing off his skills while another person films him. At first, the video seems completely normal, just friends hanging out. But if you watch closely, something disturbing appears for just a brief moment. Watch closely. Did you catch it? Look again. As the young man kicks the ball, the camera briefly pans towards a nearby bridge, and then something appears. Something that looks like a ghostly woman. She appears for only a second, but when the camera pans back to the same area moments later, she's gone. There's no sign of her walking away, no place she could have stepped behind. Viewers immediately began speculating about what the camera had captured. They pointed out how unnaturally still the figure looked and how quickly it disappeared. Whether this footage captured a genuine paranormal apparition is hard to say, but what do you think this is? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. If you're up for more scary videos, check out one of these next. You're gonna love them. Oh, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.